workplace is undergoing a transformation by COVID, yes, but also by robots.
This is a humanoid robot, which means it looks, it talks, and it even acts, well, like a human. So does that mean it could take a human's job like mine?
What can we do to protect ourselves from robot automation?
Hi, it's Stefan, and let's have a little heart-to-heart here. All right. Have you noticed prices going up? Have you noticed an economy beginning to slow down as a result? Have you noticed employers having a hard time finding employees, people to do the work? Have you noticed that it's harder to get things like deliveries and drivers for Uber or whatever it might be? Have you noticed a slowdown in Grubhub and DoorDash deliveries? Have you noticed that more people are still home post-pandemic? You notice that there's people waiting for yet another stimulus. Bringing all this up because right now it seems like it's for those who are willing to go and put in some work, that right now is probably the best time to go ahead and start your business, because at this point seems that a lot of people are going to be dependent on the government to get income, to have a basic income, and it seems like that's coming. And while that's happening, you have a lot of able-bodied people that are not going into work. So what are companies left to do, especially when they're still complaining that there's a lack of skilled labor in the United States? So what I can see coming down the road is automation. I can see companies making up the lack of labor with robots and automation, which some people may be fine with, but some people may not. People who are willing to do the work may end up finding themselves replaced increasingly by automated systems. And that's an important thing to kind of watch out for. If you see that your job is requiring less and less of your knowledge to actually accomplish, it may mean that your job is getting ready to be automated away. And if you still like to work, you still want to go ahead and get things done, and your employer is finding ways to exclude you from that process, it may stand to reason to consider the possibility of either doing some gig work or finding a niche that you can fulfill with what you already know, or with what you're willing to learn, and then building a business around it. And from there, you'll need people or systems and processes that will help to provide a means of protection for the data that you're dealing with as a gig worker, as a business owner. Now, as a gig worker, you probably won't have quite as much stuff to worry about as a business owner would, but you also won't quite have as much control or as much ability to make a profit or turn a profit, and have as much ability to write off things. Well, you can still write things off. It's just that it won't be the same as writing it off as an LLC versus as a 1099 contractor who's just an average person. It may be worth considering doing finding a way to actually provide services on your own and kind of do things on your own and being a little bit more free with your abilities, because it seems like they're starting to replace the farm hands with a machine. So just kind of wanted to bring this up. Thought this was a topic worth kind of discussing. And if there's anything that you want to share, anything you want to add, anything you think I said was wrong, please feel free to put that into the comments. And if you would like to go ahead and get your LLC started in your local state, this is for the U.S. U.S. territories don't seem to be covered by the provider that Business Resource Assets has, but the contiguous U.S. states can, people who are in the contiguous U.S. states, the main part of the country, will be able to work with a local law firm and retain a local law firm to actually start their LLC. And I'm actually going through the process also for another LLC so that I can actually come back and share with you, what all the steps are and how everything kind of goes about. So right now, I'm at the point where I've already, established that relationship with the law firm, and they are beginning the process of forming my LLC for me. But I will be coming back and sharing some information once I get everything together and able to compile it into a video or maybe a series of videos. We'll see how that comes along. But in the meanwhile, think about that. Feel free to discuss, down in the comments. What do you think about the possibility of having your job automated away? What do you think about the possibility of staying at home and receiving a UBI to cover your basic needs? What do you think about the now probably the necessity for those of us who actually do want to continue to work to need to either start a business or do some gig work? Please feel free to go ahead and comment, and let's have a discussion about it, and I'll see you next week.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth.
Hi, I'm Robert Thespian.
Nice to meet you.
Likewise.
This is a humanoid robot, which means it looks, it talks, and it even acts, well, like a human. So does that mean it could take a human's job like mine?
You better believe it.